Okay, so we learned a lot yesterday doing copy and all that, right? So today, what I'm going to show you is how to rename a file and how to move a file, okay? Let's see here what we did. One other copy command I want to show you is if I do tree here and what I'm gonna do is what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into the directory server here, right? And what should I do here? Okay, so I want to go down this path here. I want to go here. I want to go here. I want to go here. From there, I want to go into Microsoft, Windows, Office, and Server. So what I'm going to do is, this is another thing here. If you want to open another window in for putty here, right click here and click duplicate session. What this will do is it will open up another session here. You're going to log in twice. I'm in the same place, okay, same exact place, but logged in twice. So here, somebody help me, how do I get in? Looking at this directory here, I want to get here, go in here, here, and here, using the, not the absolute path, the regular path. How do I do that? I'll do ls here. Can somebody help me with that?
Linux forward slash Red Hat forward slash
Linux, Red Hat, Black Hat.
Microsoft.
Windows 10, right?
Yeah,
Office and server.
I can see the screen.
Yeah. Okay, if I do pwd, look at this. This is a full path here. This is a full path to this directory here, okay? Even though this name is server here, it's not the same thing as here, server, because it's in a total different path. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create some files here. Touch text 1, text 2, text 3. Okay, I have 3 files here. If I do ls, I have 3 files here, okay? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to my direct directory here. If I do just cd, if I do cd and hit enter, what will happen? I'll go back to my home directory, okay? So let me clear this. But what I'm gonna do is I want these 3 files which are sitting in this directory here. I want to copy wherever I am at. Okay, so what is the command? cp, and somebody help me, how do I copy those files? Right here. I'll let you see this. Okay, like this. Asterisk. So this is the source and this is the destination here. So I want to copy wherever I am standing right now. I want to copy here. And the source is sitting here. These 3 files are sitting in this folder here, right? So how do I do that? CP. What would be the source?
Server.
Oh no, give me the full path.
Linux
Uh-huh.
/Red Hat /Black Hat /Microsoft /Windows 10
Yeah, very good.
/Office /server.
After that?
And slash we can put the star sign because everything in that we want to copy,
Yes, very
or
good.
we can enter txt and then star.
Either that or if I'm copying everything here, I do that too. Let's do txt. Txt star. And then what would be the destination?
The destination would be Zafar,
The full path?
home / Zafar.
Okay. /home/Zafar. What is /home? What is a present working directory?
Is /home Zafar.
Okay.
I have one question. What does RF stands for?
What stands for? RF?
Yes, sir.
Or recursive force. I'll show you here in a minute. Okay, what does this means? Read this. Can you read this?
Single dot means present working directory.
Okay. So instead of typing that, I could do this. Okay, so we are telling the system that wherever I am, copy that into my present working directory. Okay. What if I hit enter? And if I do ls, what should I expect? I'm gonna expect text 1, text 2, and text 3 also copied in here. There you go. Did you get it? See this one, instead of writing out, sometimes it could be long, right? So instead of doing that, I just put like period and that's it. If you're just copying to the present working directory from somewhere else, just use the period here. That way, you're not gonna get confused. You don't have to type your own directory wherever you are. Okay, let's go into another directory and try that. So can somebody help me going into this directory here, server? We are in here. We were in here, but right now we are here. If I do a tree, see our text 1, text 2, text 3 is in this server here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go into this directory here and then copy it from here. Okay, so how do I do that? Can somebody help me with that? I want to go from Linux into Red Hat. So what do? CD
Linux/Red Hat.
okay, yeah, Linux Red Hat. Okay, I'm do ls, right? So I have file 1 and file 2 in here, which is correct. This is file 1 and file 2 and file 3 in the Red Hat directory. So now what I want to do is whatever I have in the server directory, I want to copy all this to this here using the period. So how do I do that? CP, the answer is right here. We are already in this directory, so all I have to do is go here and put an asterisk in front of it, right? Black Hat, Microsoft,
Windows 10, Office Server
yeah,
/ everything.
okay, and then I'm gonna copy in my present working directory. What do?
You can put single dot.
Yeah, single dot. Very good. And if I do ls, see, earlier we have only this file here, but now we have 3 files. 3 more files we just copied from somewhere else. Okay.
So asterisk means copy all files.
Asterisk means copy all files, yes. Um, okay, so the example would be you copied from here. So where is the PWD? Let's do and then what I'm doing is I'm copying this from here and copying this command. So whatever you copied from here, it copies everything to this folder here, okay? You just have to copy it. Don't worry about this. I'm going to put out, once we're done with the class, I'm going to put out commands for today and yesterday in the chat. Just practice those and you should be good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let's work on renaming the file here, okay? So let me clear this. So there is a command called mv. Mv is a command, we use it to this command is used for moving the files, and this command is also used for renaming the files and directories. It for moving also, for moving file and directories. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, let me go back to that question. Somebody asked the question here, RF, right? So I put it here. R means recursive, and then hyphen F means force. So if you're putting these two switch together, you just put one hyphen in here. So that means you're telling the system to copy everything inside the folder and force it if you need to. That's what you're doing.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, for now, I'm going to get rid of everything here. Okay. What is the command to get rid of everything? rm-rf and asterisk. If you're following along, yeah, go ahead and do that. Don't worry about keeping the files here. The more you guys create it, the better it gets from the scratch. rm-rf asterisk, and what will happen is anything in this folder would be gone, not the hidden one. Hidden one is already still there, but if you do a regular ls, still all gone. So what we built from yesterday is all gone, okay? I'm not worried about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the move command. So let me touch a file, touch file 1. If I do ls, what will happen is file 1 is there. So if I do mv file 1, and if I do x file 1 and hit enter, what will happen? The file got moved, but in this scenario it got renamed. It's very weird here. So why is moved being used to rename the file here? It doesn't make sense, right? If the reason it's doing it is you're moving the file, if the file is within its own directory, and if you use a move command, what will happen is it will move it for you. So actually it's in technicality it's moving the file for you, okay? But so you're using the command to move the file from here to here, same directory. So what system will do is, oh, I can't move the file. Instead of moving the file, let me go ahead and rename the file. So we started off with this file here, file 1, original name. And what the move command did was, within the same directory, the move command, it renamed it. So what the move command did is move command. Why is it so thick? So what move command did is moved it. So since it's within a same directory, what it does is it renames it for you. Okay, this thing is good here. Give me 1 second here. I'm looking at if the picture saved. It didn't save as good. Let me see here. Okay, so it saved the picture, but I didn't like it. Alright, so I'll stick with the one I have here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, everybody with me so far? Any questions about move command? I'm gonna wait here. I'm gonna give a 2-minute pause, and if you have any questions, let me know, because what is move command is sometimes confusing, and if you don't really want it, if you just want to move the file from one place to another place, but you didn't do the good judgment here, it may cause problem, because later on, if somebody is trying to access file 1 and you end up moving it in the same directory and you name it something else, then it will create problems. Okay, so let's physically move the file here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is ls, there is nothing here, right? There is no other directory. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create mkdir linux Now what I'm going to do is move X file to Linux. That's it. I hit enter, I do ls, the file is gone. Where is the file now?
Linux directory.
Okay, very good. Let's go to Linux directory. And what should I expect the file name here? What should be the file?
X-file1.
X-file1, yes. This time it's not going to rename it because it's simply going into any other directory. So if I do ls, I have my X-file1. And if I go back to my original place, over here, the file is not there anymore. It's moved. Moving and copying is a lot of difference. Copying is making a clone and then putting it in some other directory. Move is physically moving out of there. Okay, that's all to it. The source and the destination is what is move command here. So in here, what is the source? In here, and what is the source and what is the destination here?
X-file is the source and Linux is the destination.
Yes, very good. This is the source and this is the destination. Okay. So moving forward, let's see here. The next command we're going to learn is any questions about how the move command is working and the rename command is working? You know what? Let me quickly might as well show you how to do the directory. So what I'm going to do is I have Linux here, right? I'm going to rename the file Linux to directory to Linux 1. Move Linux to Linux 1. And if I do ls, Linux is gone, Linux 1 is there. And if I go into Linux 1, and if I do ls, our file is still there. The folder got renamed. Okay? Over here, this is what I'm doing here is move file to another directory, and here this part is actually rename. Rename file. So this is the source and this is the rename, new name.
I have a question.
Yes.
We already moved the X file, but how the X file is still there?
No, we moved it to different for a directory. So if I do pwd, I'm a different file folder. I'm not in Zafar.
Okay.
Yeah. So remember pwd always. You have to do pwd. Then a lot of your questions will be answered when you do pwd. Okay, so we did the rename and we moved it. So let's go ahead and rename the directory, which we just did. And let's move the let's move the directory. Okay, so let me go back to my home directory. What is the command to go back to home directory? cd. No matter wherever you are, it will throw you back into the home directory, which is cd command, and my home directory is /home/Zafar. So if I do ls, there is a folder in here, and then I'm going to do mkdir, and then I'm going to say the folder name. Let's see what I'm going to do is the folder name is I'm going to say Red Hat. Okay, what I'm going to do is mv. So I'm going to go into Red Hat and let me make some files in there. Touch file 1, file 2. Okay. If I do ls, I have 2 directories here. So what I'm doing is I'm moving Red Hat into Linux. So what I'm going to do, mv Red Hat and Linux. That's it. If I do ls, the files and the directories inside the file got moved. Where did it got moved? Into Linux. If I do tree here, there you go. So the entire Red Hat directory as well as the file got moved into Linux here. Any questions? Don't stress too much about it. If you're following along, good. In fact, you should follow along. Let's do 2-minute pause, and everybody go ahead and create. So I'm going to keep this up on the screen here. On your folder, go ahead and create a file named touch. Touch a file, file 1. Okay, and then use move command mv file 1. Before that, do ls, make sure the file 1 is there. Then do mv file 1, then space, whatever the name you want to give. Maybe give the name x file 1 and hit enter. Once you do that, do ls. The only thing you should see is x file 1. So if that is showing up, that means you have successfully renamed the file. Okay, so the move command renames it. Okay, so the rename is good. So what I'm going to do is where did I start it off this document? So let's actually move the file to another directory. So go ahead and create a directory, Linux, LIMKDIR Linux. Okay, and once that is done, go ahead and do ls. So you should see in there xfile1 and Linux both in there. So now run the command mv xfile1 space Linux and hit enter. What will happen is it will move the file. How do you know if the file is moved? Do ls. And if the ls is done, also do I'm sorry, go into cd Linux and in there do ls. So the moved file should show up in there. Okay, so now just type cd, come back to your the home directory. The home directory would be whatever your slash home slash your name. That would be your home directory. Okay, so let's rename the directory itself. Do ls. You should have in there Linux, right? So type mv Linux space Linux1 and see what happens. So what will happen is the file is still there, but it got renamed. You should see the only one file, Linux1. Okay. Now let's go ahead and move the directory. So to do the move the directory, make a directory mkdir red hat. Okay, and then what you might want to do is go into red hat, cd red hat, and create two files in there, touch file 1, file 2. So what I will do is it will create two files for you. Once you've done that, type cd and hit enter. It will jump you back to your home directory. Okay, now use the command mv. The source is Red Hat and the destination is Linux1. mv Red Hat Linux1 and hit enter. And right there do tree. So what happens? The tree file is there. I'm sorry. When you do tree, the Red Hat should show underneath Linux1 And under Red Hat, you should see 2 files in there.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What if you just want to move file 1 from Red Hat to Linux 1, not both the files?
Very good. So let's do that. Let's follow along. So if I do ls and let's create touch new 1 and new 2. Okay. And if I do ls here. So, and then what I'm going to do is move new 1. Now I need to give the destination source. I'm sorry. No, this is the command and this is the source. Now I need to give the destination. Where do I want to move it to? I want to move it to Red Hat, right? So what is the destination? Would be MV. And can you help me with the destination? I am right here. I'm at the period here. So I want to go from into here and into here. So what would be the destination? MV new 1 Linux
Slash Linux 1
yeah.
slash Red
No. Wait. The moment you do slash here, then it will become absolute path. You are starting from the beginning of the line.
Okay.
No, so you have to be careful. That would become, so if you do pwd, then you're starting from the beginning of the line. And if that, so the directory have to be present here. So more than likely the Linux 1 directory is not here, right? So we have, this part is already there. So that is an absolute path. You're right too. So what would be the absolute path? Now tell me the absolute path.
Slash home slash Zafar
Yeah.
slash Linux slash Red Hat.
Slash home slash Zafar slash Linux and slash Red Hat. Okay. If I do enter here and if I do ls, so the new file, new 1 was there and it's not over here. So if I do tree, over here in this location, you should see a new file. Excuse me. New 1 is the file that was sitting over here and it got moved to here. Okay, so that's how you move the single file. Okay, is that clear? Let me go ahead and copy this too. Moving directory and renaming directory here. Move file to another directory. Okay, so over here, I'm going to put this text too. So what I'm thinking for the assignment is I'll give you the picture like this and I'll change around the names here. More than likely it will be like this. I'll change around the names and then you go ahead and create one and I'll check it. Once you're done during weekday, let me know, then I'll check it and I'll let you know if you did it right or wrong. Okay? It's no pressure. You have like 7 days to complete. So you could complete in like 2 or 3 days. You could take your time to do it. You don't have to do it in one sitting. What I'm gonna do now is here it says rename a file here, right? So this part is mv file 1 x file 1. And what is mv is a command. File 1 is a old name and the x file is a new name. Okay, so does this make sense here? Well, in here, what is it happening? What is happening here? mv is a command. File 1 is an old file name, and then x file 1 is a new name, new file name. Similarly, over here, we did move okay, so in this scenario here, move file 1 is source, x file 1 is the source. X file 1 and Linux. Okay, this is the command and this is source and this is destination. Why? Because the file is physically getting moved in this scenario. Over here too, we do touch and we moved. So it's the same kind of thing here. So all you have to remember is the source and the destination. So once you do it a few times, you will get it. It's not a big deal. Here, see how the directory path is changing here? All this is happening because of the way the directory structure is. There are multiple ways you could manipulate this, and this is one of them. So rename a directory, same kind of thing. So the first one is mv Linux 1, right? So what is this? Move is command. Somebody help me with this. What is this? If you are moving the file within the same directory, what is this?
Destination. Source and destination.
Yes, source In this case, this is old name because it's happening in the same place. Okay, you're right, it's the source and destination, correct. And then here is a destination. Because we are renaming the directory wherever it is. We are actually moving the directory, then source and destination applies correctly here. So let's see here, we did touch move directory. So move Red Hat Linux 1 destination source, and this is just a command. Guys, anytime you see the command is in uppercase or something like that, it's just because the Word document is messing it up. But assume all commands so far, I haven't showed you any command that is starting with the uppercase or anything like that. All the commands by default are in lowercase. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about echo. Echo is a command repeats after echo command repeat the text echo command repeats the text after it's execute. Anytime we are typing a command and we are hitting it, what we are doing, we are executing a command. That's what we are doing here. So let me clear this. If I type echo, what happens? There is nothing, it's blank. What if I type echo, this is Linux, and hit enter? So what happens is echo command is not going to show anything. This is Linux is going to repeat. Echo, if I put this in the quotes, the quotes will be gone. Okay? Echo, this is Linux Red Hat course, and I close the code. So you got the idea here. Whatever it's putting in here, it's repeating that. That's all it is. Command is the dumbest command on the planet, but you will find it very useful soon. Okay. So I gave you the scenario here. If you just want to get a single line space, you use echo. It will give you a space. Echo, this is Linux, then this is Linux. It will does this for you. So you could write a whole book and put it in quotes, and in Linux, then it will just repeat that part. Okay. Any question about this echo command? So let's talk about running the multiple commands. You can use multiple commands using semicolon. Okay, where is the semicolon? This is the semicolon. Right next to letter L as in Larry, and this is the semicolon here, okay? So everybody should have their favorite commands by now. I want to hear Ishtiyaq, what's your favorite command so far?
Favorite command?
Yeah. Don't you have a favorite command yet?
We enjoy Linux.
No, that's a statement. A command. LX, PWD, which one is your favorite command?
Okay, tree.
Tree, okay. Semicolon. Imtiaz, what's your favorite command? Okay, let's do LS. And let's do PWD. Let's do okay, let's stay with 3. If I hit enter, what will happen is all 3 commands will run right after next each other really fast. See, the tree command ran, and this is the output for the tree command. ls ran, and this is the ls output for the ls command here. And pwd, my favorite, this is the pw command. You could have hundreds of commands in here if you wanted, okay? You can run many commands in this way. So this is one example. Okay, let's do a couple more commands here. So let me clear this. I don't know how many commands I have. Let's do in history, and I'm gonna do tree, and I'm gonna do. You could definitely end up putting move and all that here. You know, if you know what you're doing here. Red hat, black hat, copy, clear. So let's do hostname, uptime, who, last. Let's do clear. So I'm going to do hostname. It will give you the name of the computer. Uptime. It will give you how long the system is up. And it will give me 1 second. I got a call. Hello? हाँ क्या करेंगे ओके या Okay. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. So host name uptime, and then I'm going to do pwd, and I'm going to do who is logged into the system. So if I do enter here, all those commands are going to run. So host name, it ran this. Uptime, how long the system has been up. Okay, pwd is here. It's a little messy on your eyes, but you could make it clear here a little later. So this is another way you could do it here. So let's go ahead and take a 5-minute break here, and then we'll come back in what time is this now? 12. So we'll be back in 12:16. Let's make it 12:17. We'll be back. Okay, break starts now. So now, so I'm gonna ask you, allow you guys to ask questions here. Anything you want to ask question about how this is working? So we could build this up into a complex command. Okay. So if you want to run this every day, this command every day, right? You come in the morning and you want to run this command every day. What you could do is we could make a command out of all these multiple commands. In fact, you could create your own command. That's what I'm going to show you now. It's called alias. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type alias. Give me 1 second here. So I'm going to say alias you can create your own command. This will be on that specific computer. This will be on. I'm not going to put that in here. You can create your own command using multiple commands. Okay, so I'm going to clear the screen. So I want to I want to run this every day in the morning. I come in, I want to run this. So let's go ahead and make this a little bit better. So earlier I showed you if you just type echo and nothing else against it, that means it will give you a space. Do you agree? It will just give you a blank space, right? So if I hit enter, so what is happening here is it gives you the host name here, and echo runs, and echo is this place here. It's a blank space because I didn't type anything in front of echo. Then this is the uptime, how long the server is up. Echo, this is this space here. Then PWD, this is the PWD, and then who, and this is who is logged into the system right now. So let me clear this. So I want to create a alias with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type alias.
Sir, I can't see. Can you please share your control?
What?
I can't log in the WebEx.
It's in the WebEx link is in the chat. Are you back in now?
No, it's not working.
What is happening? You cannot see my screen, or what is the problem? Are you getting any message? Hello?
Can you use my TeamViewer? Then you'll see.
Yeah, give me your team viewer.
897 650 626. Eight nine seven 650 626. Password is 63 C for cat 1 T for Tom E.
Okay, so it's a wrong 890 650 626. Is that correct?
No, 897.
897. Okay. Password?
1 second. 63
Mm-hmm.
C1
I didn't
TE
hear you. After 63 what?
C1
C1.
TE.
T as in Tommy, E as in Edward. Is this a different computer?
Yeah, actually, I'm talking with you via phone, but yeah.
Uh, did you close this and come back in again? Or you
Yeah.
haven't?
Yeah. 1 second.
No, you didn't close it. Close this first.
Oh,
Yeah, leave meeting. Anybody else is having this problem? Everybody could see my screen, right?
okay. So I'm restarting my computer. Let's see.
Did you try downloading the app? But this is app also. You're not using the browser. You're using the app, correct? Hello?
Yes, sir.
You're using the app?
No, I'm using the browser.
Try downloading the app also.
Yeah, I have already. I already downloaded. See, this is the app.
Yeah, the app is there. Okay, go in as guest. Before that, go ahead and close the window which is already open in the background. Yeah, leave the meeting. Okay, now paste that meeting information right there, yeah, and hit enter. Just put in the whole link. You don't have to type just copy the whole link and put it in there.
Okay.
No, not this one. Go back. Yeah, right there. Now, before you hit enter, now close this. No, hold on. Where is that link? Paste it in there, and I want to see the link information.
Okay, 1 second.
Don't hit enter, just paste it. Okay, yeah. Just copy it. Close all the browsers. Close all of them. Yeah. Just put it in there. And yeah, join. Okay, join meeting. It says okay. Why are you getting this in problem? Huh. Can everybody else see my screen? I have
Okay, I know later I will watch your YouTube videos, no problem. So I don't want to waste time. So I'm restarting my computer. Let's see. Okay, no problem.
yeah. Okay,
Okay,
no
thank you.
problem.
Thank you.
Okay, so for us to create an alias, type alias, and I'm going to give it a name Zafar1, then an equal sign. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that command, whatever commands I had, I put it in here. I had all these commands here, right? And I'll hit enter. So if I just type alias, and I could see in here a command named Zafar1.
Control C1.
Can you go on mute, please? So what will happen if I type Zafar1 in here? Anybody take a wild guess? If I type just Zafar1, what will happen is all this command will execute for you. So you made a command, a single command out of this command here. It will be the static. It will run all these commands here. I don't have to type all these commands every day if I need to do this. All I do is type Zafar1 and all those commands will run for me. Any questions about this?
Yes. Can you please repeat
Yeah.
the alias?
So let me clear this. So we learned so many commands, right? So one of the command we learned is, so hold on, let me go back up here. So what will happen is when you want to create an alias, what does the alias means? In simple terms, is nothing but just another name. Everybody has, so a lot of people have alias, right? You have your real name on the birth certificate and you have an alias that everybody knows with that name, right? Do you agree on that? So similarly, you could create your own command since you're using these commands so much. What you do is this part here, let me just bring it down a little bit here. Okay. So I have this command here. These are all known commands, right? This is the known command. This is the known command. This is the known command. PWD, you know, who, you know. In fact, let's add ls-l in there too, so that you know those are the familiar commands you had learned so far. So here I'm going to do semicolon, echo, and I'll do another semicolon. I do ls. Okay, you with me so far?
Yeah.
So we have hostname, we have echo, all these are the commands we learned. There are many commands we learned, but I'm just sticking with these ones here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the built-in alias command to create a command named Zafar1. Okay, so what we'll do is it will create built-in okay, and then Zafar1 is your own personal command. Your naming your Zafar1 will become an alias. And these are all the familiar commands here, the commands you want. Okay, and if I hit Zafar1 here, can you tell me what will happen? Hello? What will happen? It's going to run all these commands here. Simple as that. Do you agree?
Yeah.
See? Very first command is hostname. This is the output. Oh, okay, yeah. It's running the command here, but it's not showing you the commands each time it's running. It's just giving you the output of each command. Hostname, this is the output. Echo, this is the output. Since I don't have anything in front of echo, it's blank. Uptime, this is the output. I give another echo here so that there is some space between all the text. That's the space between the output. Echo.
So there is no space after host name echo. There is
Right here, no, there is no space. Host name, this is a semicolon. This is not equal. Is that what you have a question about? Semicolon.
and after that who semicolon and then space. So,
Yeah,
where is the space?
don't worry about space here. I just have it so that it's uneven. But as long as you have a command between the two semicolons, you're good. It's separating the commands here because if you type echo and uptime right next to each other without semicolon, it will give you error. Like if you type uptime echo, it will give you it won't run the first command. It will actually run the last command. But if you want both commands to run, so you're giving a semicolon, so all this, the system will take all this command as a command for yourself. So what questions you have now?
No, I'm good. I'm good now. Thank you.
Okay. So here I typed only Zafar and I'm getting all the output here. That's it. Unless you delete the alias Zafar is gonna run it. Each time you type Zafar, it will assume Zafar1, I'm sorry. It will assume that you're running those commands. Zafar1 is redirecting to those commands, and those commands are gonna run for you as our output. Okay, 5 more minutes. I'm gonna end, and then I'll upload the videos and all that once I'm done here. What else you could do here is you can put commands in a notepad and paste in putty. Okay, and it will run for you. So everybody open a notepad. Open a blank notepad. So right, everybody is using Windows 10, right? So what I'm going to do here is I do clear ls. So what I'm going to do is hit enter a couple times on your notepad and do rm-rf and an asterisk. What does rm-rs does? It will delete everything for you. Then do mkdir, then do Microsoft, microsoft, or in fact do this here, mkdir-p. Yesterday I showed you p means it will create the directory inside a directory. It will ignore it if it's already there, so it's harmless. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a Microsoft, then I'm going to do Windows 10, then I'm going to do Office. That's enough. Then I'm going to do touch, file 1, file 2, file 3. What is the move command to move the files? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy cp file and an asterisk, and then where am I going to copy to? Microsoft Windows 10 Office, and I'll give a couple enters here. So what is this going to do is I'm going to copy from the top here, start highlighting from the top and then go on the bottom. So it's copying the spaces on the top and the bottom. It will act as an enter key. So what will happen is all these commands will automatically run and do it for you. So if we have ls, so what will happen is the very first command, it will get rid of everything in here and will make a directory and will touch the files and then copy the files into this directory, and after that we're going to do tree, tree. Everybody with me? So I'm kind of copying a line before and line after, the blank lines also. If I copy and paste it in here, it's better to copy and paste it from the text file rather than a Word document, because a Word document might change the command. Copy and paste. So notice all these things will be gotten rid of. Okay? The command ran successfully, I think. So what should I do? What should I see if I do tree? Whatever we did so far is gone, but whatever we just did now should be in there. If I do tree and hit enter, there you go. We see this file 1. We did touch file 1, file 2, file 3, and we did mkdir, this directory is here. So mkdir, it did created Microsoft, Windows 10, Office, and then the second command run touch, file 1, file 2, file 3. So the touch command ran file 1, file 2, file 3. And then copy command ran. We said copy file and an asterisk and 1, 2, 3. So it took file 1, file 2, file 3, and we gave the destination. This is the source, this is the destination. Okay, so it ran that for us. So it copied into Microsoft, Windows, Office was destination. It copied 3 files from here. Then it ran tree command. So it ran 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It ran 5 commands in no time. Everybody still with me? So this is called scripting. We are kind of automating stuff here. So we're gonna build on this later on, and this is considered scripting. And if you do the output here, this is what it came. All right, I'm gonna stop here before I close. Anybody have any questions? I'll give you a 2 minutes pause here and then take some questions. If not, then we'll close it for today.
Can we delete the alias?
Okay, so clear. If you want to see what are the aliases, you just type alias and hit enter. All these are built in here, right? And this one is not built in. So how do you remove Zafar 1? Unalias. Unalias Zafar 1, and it's gone. If you just type alias and hit enter, you don't see Zafar 1 in here anymore.
Thank you.
So how do you guys like it so far here? Is it getting interesting? Are you building up on this? Are you confident enough now?
Yes.
Okay. So don't worry about all that is happening. When I'm going to release the assignment, go ahead and follow that. I'm going to put it in the website as well as in the chat. That way you don't have to worry about it. So this is the command you use to create an alias. And to check the alias, you use just type simply alias. And to delete the alias,